Check the joint. So I know a lot of y'all, in your finite mind, gonna sit up and say, oh man, he's homophobic or whatever. Let me tell you something, man, and I don't care. If you wanna block me, unfriend me, I don't care. Because 99% of people on Facebook or social media, they're not your friends. They are frenemies. Some of you cats on the real are so busy trying to critique and compete or whatever. Don't even waste your time. Straight up and down. I don't care about 1 million subscribers. I don't care about none of that. But at the same time, I'm going to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I am fearless. I'm not worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to also express myself. So when you see my carvings, I'm making a statement. You see what I'm saying? A lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying, like, really don't really see what's going on. The homosexual way of life is the new birth control pill, whether you realize it or not. Don't y'all see what's really going on? They're sending President Biden, and you can't get mad at the presidents. You gotta understand who's making them do that. Whoever controls Israel, right? Whoever controls the issuance of money in the Federal Reserve is making President Obama, or made President Obama, Kamala Harris, and Biden go over there to push the agenda. Why? Why they want to push the agenda? Because they're trying to make, number one, they're trying to make black men, right, more feminine and make the women more masculine. In Israel, what you don't know is that, sisters, the darkest skinned black women in Palestine, Palestinians, even the ones who are trying to come from Kenya, Tanzania, Ethiopia, and go back to Palestine. They make them, they mandated that they have to take 3 vaccines. Okay? What are the 3 vaccines for? The 3 vaccines is to prohibit them from producing babies. Population control, right? That's another reason. Or, another thing to consider is that, you also have to remember about COINTELPRO. A lot of you brothers on the run know about your football and who's going to win and blah, 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 blah. But a lot of y'all are not, doing your research about COINTELPRO, who was created by J. or Gay Edgar Hoover, who was an African, so-called African American. He was a mulatto. He was mixed, but he didn't want a lot of people to know. And he was a punk. He created a program on the road, that's targeted the rise of a black leader. He was responsible for the deportation of Marcus Messiah Garvey that has a birthday coming up. He was responsible for the murder, of Fred Hampton. He was responsible for a lot of cats on the real, black leaders, straight up and down. So you see, one of the reasons why, like, if you read the book of Exodus, quote, Pharaoh said, "Come, let us deal wisely with the children of Israel. Spare the female, kill the male." Right? Why did Pharaoh, for one, have fear? Because he saw, certain signs. Same thing with Herod, right? They do not want the rise of a leader. They don't want somebody that's going to come along and basically, like, tell them or disclose the truth. Because you see, when you have a leader that starts to educate the people and tell the people, he's not a religious leader. You see what I'm saying? He's a, what you call, a light worker. Somebody that specializes in metaphysics. Somebody that basically transcends religion. The powers that be are not worried about how much Christianity you have and how much Islam or how much Buddhism or whatever. He's worried about your psyche. See what I'm saying? They killed Malcolm X on the real because Malcolm X was attempted to go to the League of Nations or the United Nations to try to get reparations for black people. They got rid of Muammar Gaddafi. They got rid of all these so-called leaders who were trying to create, Muammar Gaddafi wanted to create, Africa's currency, first currency, their own currency. But the bankers, aka the so-called Jews, played a big role in him having him killed by using the nigga that you voted for, Obama. And the same nigga that you voted for ain't done a motherfucking thing for no black people. See what I'm saying? That same individual, for one, went over to Africa and was trying to make Africa, you know what I'm saying, accept the gay way of life. See what I'm saying? President Joe Biden told them that if they do not accept or go along with the program, they will be sanctioned. Meaning, you're going to be starving women and babies because they don't accept that way of life. America right now has a lot of, you know what I'm saying, issues. You know what I'm saying? Straight up and down. You cats, y'all pay attention to that bullshit TV, but you don't do your research, man. And this ain't no homophobia. Look, whatever you do with your mouth, my dude, if you want to suck another man's cock, or if you want to bump pussy to some of you sisters, understand this: your lifestyle on the real is what you call a birth control pill. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. And the thing about it is, that's not going to help us. That's going to basically destroy us, keep us stagnant. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our young brothers right now, they're more feminine, and a lot of these older men, you know what I'm saying, who are grown, you know what I'm saying, they're not as aggressive. They don't want the aggression. They don't want a person who's outspoken. A lot of y'all gonna basically, like, you know what I'm saying, come in the comments and say all. I don't give a fuck, man. I'm not a Muslim. I'm not a Christian. You know what I'm saying? I ain't none of that there. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. The thing about it is, you pastors and you ministers are not telling the people exactly what's really going on because you're scared of losing your 501c3. I wish I would, man, accept this bullshit. No, me, no, sir. And the thing about it is, do y'all research, man. Don't take my word for it, man. Understand what's going on. The new COINTEL program, you know what I'm saying, is to push the homosexual agenda, especially in the black community. They use these rappers. Rappers used to be conscious. Now it's soft. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, you know what I'm saying, twerking. It's all about cats wearing skinny jeans. It's all about these sisters, man, you know what I'm saying, basically trying to act like dudes. And these new rappers, they pretty. You know what I'm saying? For real. But yo, man, on the real, I'm not going to bow down to this shit, man. Y'all better open up your eyes. And like I said, if you want to block me or whatever, I don't give a fuck. If you want to ignore this shit, I don't give a fuck. But me, on the real, these shorties on the real, these young brothers on the real, they need to learn how to embrace their masculinity, man. And I'm not just going to be talking it. I'm going to show people my actions. Straight up and down. If you want to be a punk or a marshmallow and don't want to speak your mind or whatever, say anything, hey, and you worried about, well, if I say this, man, you know, I ain't going to get the money. You niggas is worried about the fucking money. You know what I'm saying? You so-called conscious dudes. You dudes on the real soft. You ain't about that life. You worried about your image. You ain't going to affiliate yourself with me. And in all reality, I don't want to walk with no weak-ass dude. Because you dudes, you new age dudes, you frontin', man, on the real. Straight up and down, man. But yo, man, like I said, understand what the fuck's going on. They're trying to discontinue masculinity. They're trying to prevent the rise of a leader, somebody who's going to basically direct the people and open up the people's eyes. They don't want healers. They don't want light workers. They don't want high priests. They don't want prophets. They want people that they can control. Straight up and make the man a bitch and make the woman the man. Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings said upon him, that in the last days, and I quote, he said the men will look like the women and the women look like the men. So y'all better do y'all research and understand this shit, man. And if y'all waiting for somebody to come out the sky, they ain't happening, baby. Straight up and down. The person that they looking for is more than one. It's in the womb. You destroy the woman, you control the woman, you control the nation. Straight up and down. Holla.